Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age 2. I said, if I remember correctly, this was yesterday, I forget every time I make a promise, I always forget. Oh, I said I would go to, no, how do I, area map? Mhm. World map? Okay, I said I would, so there's a, exit to the world map somewhere, wait, over here. I want to go Flemmis thingy, wait, there's something
I
over
need a
here.
drink.
That's nice. I need to do stuff. Order runes. Order runes. Rune of protection. Requirement 1 lyrium. So I can't get it? Then it looks like we're not getting it. Crafting. You can order rooms if you discover the right combination of resources. Oh, so I need to get lyrium. Got it. Okay. Yes, I wanted to go over here. Sundermont? Well, I wanted to see what what available quests were there. Whatever. Oh, is that a Hala? In the bottom. I'm kind of nervous about the other two. What are they? Achievement unlocked, Explorer. So I'm guessing that's over here. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh whoa. Carver. He like went off. Get out of here, archers. Haha. I will not get over how great the combat act is in this game. Like, it's so good. Super good. I just remembered, oh my gosh. I'm ordering my PC today. I finally have enough money. I actually had money last paycheck, however, uh, bills, money I owed my sister because she always buys me food. I needed to do that, and then I just did not have enough, and now I finally have enough, so I need to do that. But then I also ordered something that was really expensive, but really something I'm really excited about. So, but I still have enough money, so here's that. Let me read this. Elf root was first used by the elves of Arlathan, hence the name. The root gave their medicines particular effi efficacy, so when the Imperium conquered the elves, the Magisters adopted its use and its popularity spread to all corners of its empire. Elfroot is a hardy plant with large green leaves that grows to show up in most gardens and fields, almost like a weed. Unlike a weed, however, most people appreciate having access to the wonderful little plant. The roots can be used with very little preparation. Rubbing some of the juice on a wound, for example, will speed up healing and numb pain. And chewing on a slice of roots treats minor alignments like ingestion, um, flatulence, and hoarse throats. There are several varieties, but the most useful for herbalists are the bitter, gossamer, and the royal elf roots. An expert from the Botanical Compendium by Ines Arkensia, botanist. Ooh, a botanist. Um, I'm pretty sure by the time this is out, I will have already played this game. So, the thing that I bought was a collector's edition of The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, hopefully, the payment's not going through. I ordered that like 2 days ago, so I'm kind of worried.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What did you call me?
What's a Shemlin?
Elven gibberish.
It means
Hey,
you're not one
Carver.
of the people, and you should leave now.
What are the Dalish?
Who are you people?
Oh, okay. How do I
We are
not
the
know?
last of the Elven.
Keep that in mind, Hawk. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
Hey.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
What? Oh, the city elves I think they're talking about. I don't want trouble.
I was given an amulet for someone named Marathari.
How do you know that name?
Wait, this is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought she'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
What? I promise. Oh gosh, now I'm nervous. What if I accidentally cause trouble?
Marathari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you.
The elves are so
There's
thin and so
truth in
tiny.
your face. A rare thing in a human. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Were you expecting me?
Your guard said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Why bring the amulet here?
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belenar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
I do owe her a debt.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who are you sending?
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Merrill would have taken
Merrill?
my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
Weird. As you wish.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants.
Oh, okay.
You will find Merrill waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
Dara Shiral.
Is it my imagination? Or is Master Island's temper getting worse with time?
Oh,
It's not that much worse.
we should
You
explore.
weren't here this morning, when he threatened to hang Paul upside down from an Arab.
The Tale of Ilorin. In the days after the rising of Zazikal, the Dark Ones covered it every corner in the land. The Archdemon drove all the nations of the world before him, Shemlin and Elven alike. In the far north, where the hills wander the plains and the earth is eternally baked beneath the uncaring sun, the lands which the Shemlin call Anderfells, a kind of our people lived, struggling to survive the blight. Ilorin was their keeper, a hunter in his young days, crafty as any wolf. He led his people always just ahead of the darkspawn who chased him, but the old hunters knew that even Hala cannot run forever. They must turn and fight or be run down. At the foot of the Mardane, the darkspawn cornered Loren's clan. That night the moon was strangled by clouds, the earth concealed by a dread mist that rose out of nowhere so that the Alvin could not tell up from down. In the confusion, the Darkspawn attacked, but Loren had prepared for them. All around the camp, the hunters had strewn dry grass, bush, and brambles. When the sound of rustling footfalls began, Loren and the other Haren called upon the old magic. They struck out with lightning, and Though the bolts missed, the darkspawn hit their target all the same. The sea of kindling lit, and not one of the dark creatures made it through the fire to reach Loren's clan. From the tale of Loren, written by Zathrian, as it had been passed down from keeper to keeper for generations. Zathrian! Oh my gosh. Do we low-key had beef with Zathrian in Origins. I did want to mention, I do know who Merrill is, because I was watching someone's city elf, wait, no, Dalish elf origin, and she was there, and so hearing her name, I was like, oh, that's the same girl. Same girl. Geography of Theodos. Theodos is bounded to the east by the Amarantharine Ocean, to the west of Tirschan Forest and the Underhorn Mountains, to the south by the snowy wastes that lie beyond the Orkney Mountains, and to the north by Donark Forest. The word Theodos is in Tevinter origin, originally used to refer to the lands that bordered the Imperium. As the Imperium lost its strange hold on conquered nations, more and more lands became Theodos until finally applied the name to the entire continent. The northern part of Theodos is divided among the Anderfels, the Tevinter Imperium, Antiva, and Rivane, with the islands that held by the Canary just off the coast. Central Theodos consists of the Free Marches, Navarra, and Orlais, with Ferelden to the south. What lies beyond the snowy wastes is a mystery. The freezing temperatures and barren lands have kept even the most intrepid cartographers at bay. Similarly, the western reaches the western reaches of the Anderfels have never been fully explored, even by the Anderfels themselves. We do not know if the dry steppes are shadowed by mountains or if they extend all the way to a nameless sea. There must be other lands, continents, or islands, perhaps across the Amarantharine or north of Parvolan, for the Canary arrived in Thedas from somewhere, but beyond the deduction we know nothing. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Brother Genetivi just wrote a bunch, didn't he?
How was the hunting today, Chanton?
Slow, I'm afraid. I saw 3 chipmunks the entire day.
Were they at least cute, chipmunks?
Huh.
Not as cute as you.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Shemlin. Will wonders never cease?
Oh.
Andaran Atishan, stranger.
Hi. Oh yeah, the elves have like a new look to them, I think.
3 days in a row I've shot at and missed deer.
Maybe it's not the mountain. Maybe it's just you that's cursed by love.
You always know just what to say to put my mind at ease.
They don't have Valesins, do they? Huh, interesting. Or maybe it's just my render. Oh wait, yeah, they do. It's my rendering. So Valeslin, blood writing. After my encounter with the Dalish elves on the road to Navarra, I studied every book on the elves I could find. I sought out the legends and myths and history and tried to make sense of it all. But there is only so much one can learn from books. I knew that in order to truly understand the Dalish, I would have to seek them out, a dreadful idea in hindsight. In my defense, I was young. Also inebriated when the idea popped in my head. Unfortunately, even after I had regained some measure of sobriety, the idea still helped appeal. It proved remarkably resistant to my attempts to ignore it. I gave in after months of that nagging thought at the back of my head and set out to learn about the Dalish firsthand. I tramped through the forests bordering Orlais for weeks before I finally found, or was found by, a Dalish hunter. I stumbled into one of his traps and suddenly was hanging from a tree with a rope around about my ankles. So there I was, defenseless, upside down, with my robe over my head, my underclothes on dismay. Descriptions of my predicament might elicit laughter these days, but trust me when I say I was a situation I would not wish on anyone. Thankfully, my ridiculous appearance may have caused my captor to stay his hand. What threat is a silly human with his pants showing? So he sat, made a small fire, began to skin the deer he had caught. I soon mustered the courage to speak. I tried to assure him that I was not there to harm him, but he laughed at this and replied that if there were any harm him, I had failed terribly. Eventually we got to talking, and when I say talking, I mean that I asked him questions, and occasionally he would deign to answer. He told me that while some Dalish actively seek human travelers to rob or frighten, most of his people would rather be left alone. He seemed to believe that punishing the humans for past actions only led to more violence. I asked him about the intricate tattoos on his face. He told me that they were called Valislin, blood writing. His were symbols of Andril the Huntress, one of the most highly revered elven goddesses. He said that the Dalish marked themselves to stand out from humans, and from those of their kin who have chose to live under human rule. He said the Valislin reminds his people that they must never again surrender to their beliefs. When he finished skinning the deer, he cut me down. By the time I had righted myself and conquered the dizziness of all the blood rushing out of my head, he was gone. I do not recommend that my readers seek out the Dalish for themselves. I was very lucky to have met the man, and to not have walked away our meeting unscathed. Perhaps the Maker watches over those who seek knowledge with an open heart. I certainly would like to think so. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Jenna TV. Ah, so I don't really know much about Valisline other than I was like, oh,
We
the
have
elves
our
have it.
foes trained on you, Shemlin. Conduct your business with the Keeper quickly.
Okay. But yeah, I didn't really know. I just thought Valisline was just something the Dalish elves did for just to show that they're Dalish. But it's good to know that they do that to stand out and like to show that.
Shemlin. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
You know, that's it. Okay, let's see. Arlathan Part 1. I'm sorry I'm reading a lot, but it's good. I love to learn about the Dalish because I love Dalish elves. I love elves and anywhere. So, before the ages were named or numbered, our people were glorious and eternal and never changing. Like the great oak tree, they were constant in their traditions, strong in their roots and ever reaching for the sky. They felt no need to rush when life was endless. They worshipped their gods for months at a time. Decisions came after decades of debate, and an introduction could last for years. From time to time, our ancestors would drift into centuries-long slumber, but this was not death, for we knew they wandered the fade in dreams. In those ages, our people called all the land Elvenan, which in the old language means place of our people. At the center of the world stood the great city of Arlathan, a place of knowledge and debate, where the best of the ancient elves would go to trade knowledge, great old friends, and settle disputes that had gone on for millennia. But while our ancestors were caught up in the forever cycles of ages drifting through life at what we today would consider an intolerable pace, the world outside the lush forests and ancient trees was changing. The humans first arrived on Par Bolin to the north. Called Shimlin or Quicklings by the ancients, the humans were pitiful creatures whose lives blinked by in an instant. When they first met the elves, the humans were brash and warlike, quick to anger and quicker to fight, with no patience for the unhurried pace of elven diplomacy. But the humans brought worse things than war with them. Our ancestors proved susceptible to human diseases, and for the first time in history, elves died of natural causes. What's more, those elves who spent time bartering and negotiating with humans found themselves aging, tainted by the humans' brash and impatient lives. Many believed that the ancient gods had judged them unworthy of their long lives and cast them down among the quicklings. Our ancestors came to look upon the humans as parasite, which I understand is similar to the way the humans see our people in the cities. The ancient elves immediately moved to close off Elvenon off from the humans for fear the quickening effect would crumble the civilization. The fall of Arlathan, as told the Jisharel, keeper of the Reliferin clan of the Dalish elves. So yeah, I've heard a little bit about oh, server connection loss. That's fine. I've heard a little bit about what is it called? Like the elves, they would age slowly. I think this was in the Calling. I think Fiona talked about it. That the elves would like age very, very slowly. But then I don't know. Because of the humans, they
Look that bad.
start to age just as they do, so it's like
If you can't tell what it is, then it's rubbish.
ooh, a dagger. Ooh! 5 cold damage. Oh, requires 14. I know, but it's so cool. 12 mana. Ooh, this is cool. I don't have money. I don't know why I keep...
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
Oh, it's a little flat for a bowl, perhaps?
Do you think they'll get mad? Map of occupied Kirkwall. What? Ooh, a side quest. A map with a generous interpretation of the Reach Overlay. Many similar documents were thrown from windows each time Kirkwall was liberated. Much to the frustration those in the gallows tasked with record keeping. Okay.
Shemlin. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
Alright, alright. I think Merrill's up here, so let's go. Bye. I love you all. I wish we could have been an elf in this game. That's what I was thinking when I first was deciding. I was like, I think I want to be an elf in DA2, and then my friend's like, you can only be human. And I was like, what?
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it?
No.
I'm Merrill, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
She's so cute! Who are you?
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
Why leave your clan?
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, alright?
Okay, I don't wanna... What was that?
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, what's the matter?
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course.
Aww.
I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Hawk. Glad to make your acquaintance, Merrill.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
There's opportunity.
I've lived in Kirkwall for a year now. It's a good place to get a fresh start.
Really? I hope you're right. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Tell me about this rite.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
You know about my task?
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet, and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Have you met Asher Bellinar?
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
You want to tell me a little more about that? What? Okay, I'm ready to go.
Let's get this over with.
Is she on our team now? What's going on? Is she following? Okay. Oh! Whoa!
That's how we did it back in Ferelden. That was all me.
What the explain what's going on here?
Get back! What a waste.
You'll have to be faster than that.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
What about demons?
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own keeper.
Ugh. What about Templars?
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
I don't want to say that. It sounds mean, so just thanks for the help.
I'm glad you decided to pitch in back there.
Oh! Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't sure I'd be much good.
Oh, she's
I've done a
baby.
little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Oh, I love these maps. There's just so much to them. Like, I feel like in Origins, there wasn't much. But here, there's a lot.
That's enough!
I don't climb mountains.
Huh? Well, we're climbing one, so get used to it. Carver. Oh,
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
don't be mean to her.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
Oh, you'd be into that, huh?
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Is there a problem?
What's going on here, Merrill?
Nothing. Just ignorance. We should go.
Oh, Merrill, baby. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Rock slide.
A landslide blocked the path. There's a cave that should take us to the other side.
Oh, a cave. That's wonderful. Ooh, crafting resource discovered. Elf fruit. We're going.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best.
It's okay.
We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Are you alright?
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabelana isn't known for her patience.
And that's why we're doing this quest first. I feel so bad for Merrill. She's baby, and they're just mean to her. Like, what did she do? She just seems like some baby. Aww. Alright. Ooh, this cave. See, look, it just looks so much better than... Or, oh, spiders. We didn't miss these. Good job. There's one back here. She's fighting it alone. Oh. new codex, the Spiral Eye. We can read the codex later. The Anderfels. Ooh, the Anderfels. The Anderfels are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world. For two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay. There is no insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Merdane with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its base, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaupt Fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, A Travels of a Chancery Scholar by Brother Jenna TV. So since we're at a little pause here, I'm gonna end the part here. So I'm excited. We were supposed to do more than just this. Ugh, let me read this really quick. The lustrous white blue silverite has long been prized by the dwarves for use in jewelry, rune making, and weapons smithing, but on the surface it is more commonly used by apothecaries and healers. Since the metal does not rust, many traditions believe it to be proof against poisons. This is a tale passed down among the people of the Anderfels. A knight returned home after many years of war, only to be struck by an adder. His wife immediately bound to the wound with a medallion of silverite pressed against the bite like a poultice. By morning, the poison has left him, and the knight lived to an old age. An expert from an alchemical primer of Metallurgy, Volume 1, by Lord Cerists of Marnus Pell. But yeah, I'm gonna end the part here. We met Merrill, that's cute. Looks like we're gonna get another companion soon. I'm excited. We still have to talk to Varric in the pub. I mean, he's here with us, but you know, like, to learn more information about his friend or whatever, the thing that he wants us to do. So hopefully we can finish this quest, then we'll go to Varric, and then we'll just continue with the main story or do some side quests. I don't know. There's a lot for us to do here. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye. Have a great day.